Writing a news story isn't like writing a diary entry. It's not like writing an entertaining anecdote about your trip up north to share in an email blast to family members. It's not like writing stories for a newsletter where you're trying to garner support for a fundraising project. Writing a news story is a thing unto itself. There are some basic rules you need to follow. First, always write in the third person. This helps to keep you objective and instills trust in your reader. What do I mean by third person? Don't ever use the words I, we, our, or us unless you are directly quoting a subject. Don't use the second person you either. The story isn't about you or us. This story is about them, the people you've interviewed, the people at the meeting, and the people who attended the event. Second, write to a 5th grade reading level. Use simple words that people use in everyday conversations and recognize easily. Write short sentences that aren't complicated to follow. Use the subject, verb, direct object sentence order. For those of you who are used to writing college research papers, this may be hard. You might feel like you are dumbing down your story. But what you're doing is making sure as many people as possible will be able to read what you have to say and understand it. Third, keep your opinion out of the news story. No one cares about what the reporter thinks about an issue or a person. We don't need to know if you think the person you wrote a feature story on is nice or whether the politician is a jerk. What the reader wants is the information, plain and simple. They want to know if their taxes are going up. They want to know if their favorite teacher is being laid off. It can be easy to slip your opinion into a news story. You need to watch what words you use. Don't use adjectives, words like nice or great. Don't use those ever. Be wary of adverbs like rapidly. Instead, use strong verbs and plain sentences to tell your story. Fourth, never stereotype. You don't usually need to include the race, ethnic group, or religion of a subject. The sex may or may not matter. Pay attention to what you're writing. Fifth, only include interesting and pertinent details in a story. Remember, you're writing to people with a TV attention spans. You can keep them reading by writing concisely and well. You always need a fantastic lead. What is a lead? The first sentence or two of your story. It needs to grab a reader. If it doesn't, no one is going to read your story. You will hear me again and again in this class pushing you to write better leads. Make sure they always answer the question, who cares? So what? Learn how to write stories using the inverted pyramid style. You may think it's boring to start with, but knowing how to write a story quickly will serve you well. Once you know how to use the inverted pyramid style, you can branch out to others. The best thing about the inverted pyramid style is that you order the story, most important information to least important. Your reader will thank you. It also helps you as a reporter, while you're writing the story, to narrow down the focus. What is important about this issue or this person? You are forced to ask yourself. That's the path to better stories.